Thank you. The Cabinet Secretary, the National Treasury, my colleague PS Cyril Odede, county leaders present, Mheshimiwa, Asante for being here, the business community, Bunge la Wananchi, students forum, our youth from this great county of Uasin Gishu, government officials present, wananchi wote, I greet you in Jesus' name. Bwana asifiwe. Good, is it morning or afternoon? Good afternoon. Before I start off, CS, allow me just to recognize one of the chair, the chair of one of my parastatals who is here with us, and I'll give reasons why I want him to always attend this engagement. That is Professor Wachana, chair of KIPRA. Tumpigie makofi tafadhali. Young people, are you here? Young people, power. Young people, ria. You know why I'm saying that? It is because KIPRA picks young professionals. These are just a few remarks before I read my official remarks. KIPRA picks every year young professionals, and they pick 30 young professionals who are fully sponsored by the government to be trained for a whole year, 12 months, on matters of policy, policy formulation, policy analysis, and all that data collection, so that their capacities are built to contribute to such a discussion. And we have also 10 who are self-sponsored. But through the leadership of the CS, within our department and together with KIPRA, we are now decided that in this budget and going forward, 30 are not enough. We want to target 3 to 5 per county so that they are trained, they are picked and trained, and they are able to contribute. And the good thing, young people, is that young professionals, as much as you're given is a scholarship, you also earn a stipend per month, 99,000 shillings per month. So tupigie CS makofi. In addition, I had people ask that CS needs to increase these engagements. I want to assure you, from the Department of Economic Planning, we have had you, we've been hearing requests for us to move around, especially to showcase success stories. One of the things through the leadership of the CS that we have done, Mheshimiwa, under NGCDF, is to move around and do the monitoring of the projects in the counties and document success stories that we'll be able to release so that people understand what is CDF doing and what is the impact of CDF. And I must tell you, Mheshimiwa, you guys are doing a great job of oversight. For the 14 constituencies we visited, you deserve a clap and a pat on the back. Thank you for the good work. In addition, the CS has rolled out what we are calling Gumzo la Uchumi Mashinani. It will be similar to this to all 47 counties, and we are starting off probably at the end of March or early April. We will move in all 47 counties, and our ambition is to go to all constituencies, sit na bunge la wananchi, sit with the youth, and have a discussion. Give you what we are doing as a government. Where are we in terms of better agenda implementation? And then you tell us, are we in the right direction? What do you want us to do differently? That is two. Number 3, we are here, CS, because of 2 things: budget making process and privatization. And very quickly, I just want to touch on the 2 and say that, budget making process in Kenya is a continuous process. We have 4 phases. Phase number 1, we are looking at budget formulation, which runs from August to February. And within this phase is where we will have what we call the budget circular, the budget review and outlook report. And then we come to sector working groups and public participation. We are still there. And this is why we are here, so that even if sector working groups are working, public participation is key to inform the final decision of what the budget statement will look like. Phase 2 is usually approvals, which runs from March to June. And then phase 3 is implementation, which will run from 1st July to June next year. And the last phase is, of course, the audit. But this first phase is key. I want to implore upon all of us that this is the beginning, but as long as we are still in office, we will be able to be moving around whenever we start this phase 1 of budget formulation. Allow me to read the few remarks I have, and then I will invite the CS. All the stakeholders are here. I want to remind us that Kenya's journey under medium-term plan of the Vision 2030 and bottom-up economic transformation agenda is one simple question. And that question is, how do we grow our economy? How do we eradicate poverty? How do we create jobs? And how do we improve services while still living within our means? Today, given the increasing demand for better services, the Kenyan government that you have entrusted us under the leadership of the President to be in is compelled to deliver more under a tight physical space, which is occasioned by limited resources, budget deficits, and increasing public debt. It is worth to note that out of every 100 shillings collected in taxes, approximately 60 goes to servicing debt. On one hand, the government cannot continue raising taxes from Kenyans because evidence shows that higher taxes do not automatically result in increased revenues. On the other hand, we can also not continue with public borrowing. Why? Because it creates a vicious cycle of borrowing to repay. So what is remaining? What is the remaining option for us? This is privatization. And that is why we are here. And we are here from the perspective of economic planning. I want to assure you that privatization is not about selling Kenya. It is about making public assets work harder for the people, reducing pressure on the national budget, improving services, and creating opportunities at grassroots. I want to remind us that Kenya has been in this or worse space than this before. In early 2000, our economy was struggling. Jobs were scarce. Poverty level was high. Services were weak. And the confidence in government was low. The government responded with what was called economic recovery strategy for wealth and employment creation, 2003-2007. And the strategy that was put in place restored discipline, opened space for private enterprises, focused government on its core role. The result was renewed growth, rising employment, and improved service delivery. The lesson from that period is that when reforms are well planned like this, when reforms are well explained to people, they work for the people. That very time, that is when we had the reform in telecommunication industry. Yeah? And we had government liberalizing private investment and putting in strong regulation that gave birth to what we call Safaricom today. And today, the Safaricom that was privatized, some shares were floated then, is what we are seeing today. And we believe that the way and the direction of government will result in positive results. We are here in this county of Uasin Gishu just to engage you in public dialogue. Public dialogue that builds trust, allows concerns to be heard, and helps government adjust reforms. Your feedback on service quality, affordability, and access is not an obstacle to reforms. It is what makes reforms legislative and successful. Allow me not to continue, but take this opportunity to welcome the Cabinet Secretary, Honorable
Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Kinene, Tineno Ruto, Nyolo Rojatelo. Kinene, Tineno Ruto, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Oni Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Kinene, Tineno Ruto, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Kinene, Tineno Ruto, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Ni Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Badibiro, Badimwamo, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Kiyude, Tiyudo Ruto, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Kiyude, Tiyudo Ruto, Pinyolo Rojatelo. Kinene, Tineno Ruto.
Thank you. Aya. Tukae, kaeni. Aya. Thank you. Tukae. Let's have our seats, please. Eldoret oye! Eldoret oye! Eldoret TV! Vijana viva! Comrades power! Thank you. Aya. So, you will allow me first to make my official speech. Alafu nitachukua muda kidogo sana. I speak off the cuff. Alafu nitamalizia hapo. Mmeniruhusu? Asante. So representatives from the University Students Association, esteemed student members, members of the business community, members of the Bunge la Wananchi, Member of Parliament for Keses constituency, my friend, professional colleague and brother Julius Ruto, my two principal secretaries, the county commissioner, ambaye leo sisi ni wageni wake, the county government led by the county secretary and members of county assembly represented here, other distinguished guests, wafanyikazi wa serikali ya juu na ya county Kuna mtu nimewanja nje? Jua kali sekta, bunge la wananchi.